We're introduced to Raki and his family. One day, a demon, or Yoma as they are called in this world, attacks his family and wipes them out. Claymore is then hired to kill Yoma. Claymore are half-human and half-demon warriors who hunt down other demons. Raki meets Claymore, who has arrived to hunt down Yoma. Raki then goes to meet with his uncle, but he soon gets attacked by a Yoma that has taken the form of his brother. The Claymore arrives just in time to save Raki. The villagers now want Raki to leave as they think he is cursed. Raki wanders the desert totally alone and without food and water. Soon, a Claymore saves him, and they get attacked by another Yoma. The Claymore defeats the Yoma, and she even offers Raki a job. He can follow her around and cook for her. The Claymore reveals that her name is actually Claire. One day, Claire gets a message from a mysterious man who works for the same people she does as well. Raki is still following Claire as they are now partners on the road. Soon, he sees Claire getting into a heated argument with another Claymore. This Claymore is called Elena. Claire then reveals to Raki that Claymores can use too much of their demon side in battle. If a Claymore keeps using their demon or Yoma side, they can totally lose control and become a monster. Claire also reveals that when this happens to a Claymore, they will often end their own life, while they still have a real human heart and soul. It seems that Elena is now beginning that process. Her entire body has started to change, and she is turning into a Yoma. She now wants Claire to end her life while she is still human. Raki begs Claire to find a way to save Elena, but there is nothing they can do. Eventually, Claire kills Elena. Elena dies happily while she is still a human. Claymores are not allowed to enter certain cities in the land. One such city hires Claire to kill a monster. This is a holy city, so she cannot enter there. Claire has to take a drug that hides her Claymore body parts and characteristics. Because of this, she cannot sense and find the Yoma in the holy city. Claire starts to spy on the church members in the holy city. She pretends to be a totally normal human. One night, she gets into a fight with a couple of knights, but manages to escape. Those two same knights arrive at the inn where Raki and Claire are staying. The knights are certain that Claire is actually a Claymore. Raki tries to protect her and tells the knights that Claire is a very kind person. The knights try to find proof that she is a Claymore, but they soon leave without anything. Claire tells Raki that he has to be less naive and kind, as that will only get him hurt. Those same knights that attacked Claire are attacked by the demon. Claire has to arrive and save them, and even protects them from a certain lethal attack. Claire goes into battle with the Yoma called Voracious Eater. This demon is very powerful, and Claire has to use a lot of her power. She even has to use a lot of her demon energy, which is called Yoki. The demon Yoma is finally defeated, but Claire now starts to change. She notices that her demon side is taking over her human. She wants to end her life before she loses her humanity. Raki then begs her not to give up, as she is the best thing to have ever happened to him. He loves going on adventures with her, and he does not want to lose her. Hearing this, Claire manages to get herself under control, and her demon side does not win. The knights are very grateful for Raki and Claire and their help. They give him a sword so that he can train and become stronger in the future. We see the past and how Claire started her journey. We are introduced to Teresa, who is the strongest of all Claymore of her age. She gets hired to kill several Yoma demons in a nearby village. Teresa is really powerful, so no demon stands in her way, and she defeats the enemy in seconds. She then finds another demon who has been torturing a small girl called Claire. Teresa defeats the final demon and saves Claire. Claire goes with Teresa and travels with her all around the land. Teresa does not want to care for Claire, but she has no choice as the child keeps following her everywhere. Finally, Teresa decides to train Claire so that she can be her partner in the future. Teresa and Claire continue their journey. They are soon attacked by bandits, but Teresa fights all of them. Claire tries to defend Teresa from the bandits, who then start to attack her. Teresa is a Claymore, so she is not allowed to harm a human. The bandits run away after Teresa promises to break her rule and kill all of them. Claire is really sad because she did not help Teresa. Teresa and Claire arrive at a village where Teresa leaves the little girl. She wants Claire to live a normal human life without any demon hunting. Claire is in tears, but Teresa leaves her in the village. Soon, Teresa finds out that this village was attacked by bandits as soon as she left. Teresa then arrives and kills all the bandits just to save Claire. Because she is a Claymore who killed humans, now she is a target. Other Claymores are sent to take her down. Her master is called Orsay, and he finds the strongest Claymore to kill Teresa. We meet Priscilla, Elena, Noelle, and Sophia, who are the most powerful Claymores, and they are all tasked with killing Teresa. Claire and Teresa are now travelling together, and they find a hiding place in a nearby village. They soon are found by the Claymores that are hunting them. Priscilla tries to attack Teresa one-on-one, but she is not strong enough. The other Claymore warriors try to help, but Teresa is too strong for all of them. The Claymores prepare to use their demon energy to attack Teresa at the same time. Teresa fights all of the Claymores at the same time and manages to defeat all of them. She does not want to kill the Claymores, so she lets them live. Priscilla has never lost before, so she is now furious. She goes after Teresa to finish her off. But during their battle, she uses too much of her demon power and turns into a monster. Teresa and all the other Claymores are killed in the battle with the demon Claymore. Claire is left totally alone with Teresa's dead body. Claire takes Teresa's head and takes it back to Rubel, and she demands to also become a Claymore. In the present, we see Claire is hunting a party of Claymore who have gone out of control and awakened their demon form. Raki stays in the inn, and Claire goes on her mission with Helen, Deneve, and Miria, who are also Claymores. They find the awakened targets, but the creatures are really strong. Miria, Deneve, and Helen are really strong, and they use all their power to defeat the awakened being, but they are just no match for the creature. Claire does not want to give up on the target. She then uses her Yoki demon powers to dodge the attacks, and finally manages to damage the creature. Claire and Miria also join in the attack, and the being is finally defeated. We are then introduced to Galatea, who is a very important member of the organisation. It seems that Galatea has been watching Claire and the other Claymores during the fight. The 4 Claymores had a very brutal fight, and they had to heal their injuries. Miria thinks that the organisation set them up. She thinks they sent them to die on this mission. Deneve tries to heal herself and uses her demon side. She starts to slowly awaken and change. Still, the process stops, and Deneve is still normal. Miria then tells the girls to avoid 5 specific Claymores who are really dangerous. They are powerful and could easily defeat them. These Claymores are called Alicia, Rafaela, Ophelia, Galatea, and Beth. Claire joins another team of Claymores, and she fights another awakened being. Claire thinks she is going to be joined by an entire team, but it's just her and Ophelia. Ophelia is really crazy and wants to kill everything that stands in her way. She is not really careful in battle, so she risks her own life and Claire's life as well. After the beast was defeated, Ophelia turned her gaze towards Claire and they fight. During the brutal fight, Claire loses her arm. Ileana arrives and saves Claire. She also really injures Ophelia. Everyone thought that Elena was actually dead. Ophelia is furious that someone as weak as Elena could damage her. She also remembers her late brother. Because of all this stress, Ophelia turns into a demon and loses her humanity. Claire recovers from her injuries. Elena decides that she must teach Claire a special attack called Flash Sword. Claire learns about the special attack and leaves. Soon after that, Elena gets attacked by Rafaela. In the meantime, Claire fights Ophelia in her demon form. Claire has to use the Flash Sword attack in battle. Ophelia realises that she is now a monster as well, and she is really depressed and even stops fighting for a moment. Claire manages to defeat Ophelia, who wanted to remain a human. Claire has been missing for 3 months, and the organisation sends Galatea to find her. In the meantime, Claire tries to find Raki. Claire almost gets caught by other Claymores, but manages to mask her presence. The following day, a very injured Claymore arrives in town and tells Claire that her entire team has been captured. Claire decides to save these Claymores from certain death. All these Claymores she is going to save are already lost. They are tortured and then awaken their demon forms. Claire arrives in a cave, and there she fights 2 really powerful awakened beings. Claire gets saved by Galatea during her battle. It's revealed that the most powerful awakened beings are trying to raise an army of demon creatures. Claire tries to save Jean, who is the only surviving Claymore that still hasn't turned. Galatea fights the other powerful awakened beings. Jean starts to enter her awakened state, but Claire manages to calm her down. Jean decides to help Claire because she saved her. They all join and help Galatea in her battle against the awakened being called Dorf. After a brutal fight, Dorf is finally defeated. Reful, another awakened being, arrives and saves Dorf before he gets killed. Galatea realises that she must get Claire to help her stop the plan of these dangerous beings. Claire and Jean are attacked by Rafaela and Rubel. Rubel then gives Claire a new mission. She will join another 20 Claymore who are fighting an army of demons. Rubel tells Claire that her friend Raki is already there helping. Claire now really wants to go on this mission. When she arrives, she meets some old friends and attacks the demon horde stationed there. 3 really powerful awakened beings get defeated by 5 Claymore teams. Some of the team members get really injured as it's a brutal fight. Raki is also there, but he is totally lost in the ruined city. He then meets a mysterious girl called Priscilla there, who seems to like him. Priscilla really likes Raki, and he wants to become stronger so that he can protect Claire. He begs a woman called Eiley to teach him sword fighting. In the meantime, Claire has to deal with her Claymore teammates who do not trust her, and they constantly get into fights. Soon, the city of Pieta is under attack by the demons, and Claire has to go there to stop the attack. Claire and the other Claymores get ready for another wave of awakened beings who are ready to attack. In the meantime, Raki joins Priscilla and Eiley, and they go towards the city of Pieta. The Claymores have a giant fight with all the monsters. We then meet Rijaldo, who is a brutal warrior. He enters the battle and kills Veronica, Undine, and Flora in one hit. He also injures Jean, who is ready for more. Many of the Claymores are totally scared of Rijaldo, but they keep attacking him. Claire is also there and fights Rijaldo. In the meantime, Raki finds out that Priscilla has a very traumatic past. Rijaldo focuses all his attacks on Miria, and whenever the other Claymores try to help her, Rijaldo defeats them. Claire awakens her demon form and attacks Rijaldo, taking off his arm. Claire reveals that she only allowed her leg to turn into a demonic form. She is now super fast, but still keeps her human side. Claire has trouble controlling her speed, which Rijaldo uses and starts to dominate their fight. Rijaldo is happy that he is finally fighting someone strong. Raki then arrives at the battle and spots Claire, who is slowly turning into a demon. Claire is furious, so she gives it her all in the battle. Claire can no longer return to her human form, and now she is out of control. Claire wants Helen to take off her head so that she does not turn into a demon. Raki hides in an alley from all the destruction. Priscilla then remembers Claire and her energy. Priscilla thinks that Claire is actually Teresa. Claire also notices that Priscilla is nearby, so she chases after her. Priscilla and Claire begin their fated battle in a volcano near the city. Priscilla is now an awakened being, but she has no idea what she's doing. She's really strong and manages to damage Claire in battle. Raki and Jean go to the battlefield. Miria, Helen and Deneve arrive just in time to save Claire from certain death. Priscilla starts to use all of her power, so she is really strong now. The Claymores get defeated and Claire decides to use all her demon energy in this final fight. Priscilla is still the stronger one in the fight, but Claire is not giving up and is slowly turning into a demon. Claire then remembers Teresa. She then goes all out and attacks Priscilla with a few lethal attacks. Priscilla returns to her normal human form. Raki then arrives and tries to stop Claire from killing Priscilla. Claire can no longer control herself, so she attacks Raki. Jean jumps in and takes the hide, saving Raki. Claire then goes back to her human form. Claire is depressed that she has just killed her own friend. Priscilla then runs off to hide. Claire, Helen, Miria and Deneve decided to no longer be hunters, as they want to be free. Raki and Claire continue their journey somewhere far away.